Say wow, let's enjoy some fun conversation. We'll be shooting the shell around the nation. Let's start shooting the shell.
Good morning. I forgot to hit the intro button, and Curtis was kind of like,
after you made a joke about hitting the button. Yeah. I thought you were going to tell him good evening. So
no, it's always good morning.
Okay. Good morning. How you doing, Jesse?
Oh boy. I need another week.
Yeah.
Or at least 2 days off. Another weekend. I need another weekend before I leave.
Well, since Friday, this is my 9th live stream, so I'm just, running to the finish line. So,
yes.
Yeah. So, anywho.
Hey, so yeah, sorry. I'm totally zoned out. Welcome to Shooting the Shelf here on the Just Shelve It channel. I'm Jesse Arnold, and with me, as always, is this guy.
His buddy Curtis Akerman.
That one over there. We've got some special guests joining us tonight, but I think we're gonna run through the chat. We might have some different.
Not like they're slow, but like we're excited to have them, kind of thing.
What did I say?
Special. I was just clarifying what kind of special they are.
Special means special.
Yeah. They're not special, like, No
one uses that like that anymore.
I'm just saying. They're not like, oh, sweetheart. Like that kind of, like they're not that kind of special. So.
But we might be.
Who's
in the chat, Curtis?
Let's see. We got Freaks Figures out there. El Spooky Zorro. He's got some amazing shirts out there on Threadless right now. Check them out. 3 awesome designs. 2 by Mark Thomas, 1 by Jordan. They are very comfortable. I got mine in this week, and they are awesome. So definitely check that out. Dub 3 in the house. Did want to make a announcement. I talked about this last night on PGG Live. You may have noticed sometimes when you're watching the live streams recently, instead of having the names like this, like Dub 3, it'll say like at William Love 69 or something like that. Like it'll do the handle thing. And that is something you're going to start seeing more of. They're slowly rolling that out and testing it with different servers. And eventually that's what it's going to be. It's going to be the handles instead of the names here. My understanding is that is to combat like people with troll accounts making a set. Like I could make right now, I could make an account that says El Spooky Zorro, and I could go into a chat and I could say some, off the wall shit. And then people will be like, why is Rob being a jerk? And it's not Rob being a jerk. It's me being a jerk with Rob's name. Because these names like you're seeing here are not unique, but the handles are. So I say that because you can change your handle. You can go into YouTube and change your handle as long as it's not one that's currently being used. So if you want to do that, now would be the time before somebody goes and gets the handle that you want or whatever. So, FYI, we got Blake, aka Recon Rage here. Welcome, Blake. Saw him on New to Mythics today. We had a good time on that show. Twizzler 19 is here as well. He says good afternoon, but it's good morning. So Crom 316 is here. Welcome, Mark. Sorry I wasn't in the customizing studio today. It was a busy day. I was doing a lot of packing stuff. So let's see. We got James Studio Susamudio. Oh in the chat. Might have to listen to that song on the way to LegionsCon. Jeremy Govier is here. We also have Eduardo De Jesus in the chat. We are going to try our best to finish this up in 2 hours flat because they got their show coming up and we don't want to step on any toes. Plus, Latin Legions will give me something to listen to while I'm on the way to New Jersey.
I'm going to interrupt you real quick just because we have a special guest and I don't know how long he's going to stick around.
Oh, hey.
Hi,
Very
Jeremy.
nice. Well, Jeremy's here. Welcome, Jeremy. We also have this guy. Let me see.
We don't have
Here
to
we
do
go.
all the bits.
Wallakushi on it's a chic biggie or something like that.
Nailed
One
it.
more time, Ricky. One more time.
Yeah.
Gugusiko Kui Echo Sabria, something like that.
People are here for the bits. They like the bits. William Husted is here. We also have Andy the Collector. My son Ty is in the chat. Ice. So he's going to be home alone. Don't worry. He's 21. He's all right. All right. Michael Carter is here. We got Stacy Lynn here as well. Tonya McCoy, who just finished up her last treatment on Friday. She is an absolute warrior. Kicked ass. Thank you. Good job, Tonya. I can't wait to see you at LegionsCon and give you a very ginger on one side hug.
You're not a ginger, but proceed.
Very good. Jesse's here. And yes, this is live. Kevin Hamilton is in the chat, aka Hamiltoes. We got Megs here. Excited to see Megs and Guion coming over. I got Jesse Marshall here as well. Kevin McCoy is in the chat. Got Notorious Tofu, Brian Lynn of Carver Customs, making sure that we all have light at LegionsCon. So thank you, Brian. And let's see, Captain Firebear Baker. He was on Double Jointed yesterday with Faisal. Great show. So check that out if you haven't. Old Purple Gang is here. Oh, Ricky and their van are driving. So you did miss the song, but you probably didn't miss Ricky pronouncing G's name. So there's that. Speaking of G, Monday after LegionsCon, everybody's invited over to G's place, the Echevarria compound, as it were, to watch Three Amigos. We're going to make Jesse watch it. So Kevin Maboots is here with some boot emojis in the chat. Member for 20 months. Thank you. Jen, a.k.a. Lucky Sprinkles. Mr. C, who will be at CarverCon this upcoming year if you want to see his stuff in person. And there's Van. Hi, Van. Oh, we got a super chat. You want to read that one, Jesse?
Kevin Boots with a $4.99 super chat. 4 days to G-Con.
And then we got another super chat. At least it's showing
Kevin
up twice
Boots,
for me.
$4.99. 4 days to G-Con.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like when I click on one, it highlights both of them, but it shows up twice in the chat for me for some reason. Let's see. Anybody else? We got Thomas Belay here. Welcome, Thomas. Charlie Squared. Old Dusty Standiford is here. Brian Seay. And then we've got one more person. Darla Akerman. I know her. She's right here. It's Darla Akerman, everybody. Hi, Darla.
Hi, Darla Akerman.
Yeah.
Hi, Jesse.
Yeah, but we also have another friend or two. You want to bring them on, Jesse?
That was for Darla.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Also joining us, all the way from the bottom of the screen, Tonya McCoy. And Brian Seay.
The pause. It was still pregnant.
That's what I do.
Luckily, none of you guys are named Mike.
Pregnant.
You would have
Oh,
gotten a
don't.
much different intro. Yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wepa.
And just so everybody knows, Brian is not a boomer. He just
Watch,
if he
you
turns
wanna
his
do
phone
it?
the other way, it
Watch
makes him
this, watch this.
sideways.
Watch
So
this. It'll be fun. It'll be fun for
it'll be
2
fine for a
seconds
little bit, and then all of a sudden it's gonna cock him sideways.
There we go.
There you go.
Ah,
See,
cool.
Oh, by
So cool.
no one's gonna call him a boomer. So
I
Curtis
wanna
is gonna
throw
make
it
sure
out
it
there.
That's
happens.
real helpful.
listen.
If anybody in the chat
my-
knows why it's doing that, I'd gladly push the buttons.
Curtis, if I told him I was embarrassed about Kevin, he'd be like, "Hey, everybody, Jesse's got this giant lump growth on his hand. Don't look at it. It makes him really. Oh, he's behind me.
Well, it's like so. Schmerber has a new like flag that he's put behind himself on his videos, and it's a triumph flag, like the motorcycles. And now they have to like say, because it blocks like the back half of it, so it's just like the TR, and then and so people are like, they have to tell everybody, hey, it's not a what you think it is sign, like it's a for the motorcycles. And nobody has said anything except for they have to say it like every time. So I just wanted to get ahead of the game is what I was trying to do. So
hi, Trevor.
Yes, we are on
Hi,
early.
Tina.
Thank you everybody for tuning in early. We're going to try to get through this. We got a lot of stuff to show you. So we're going to go through shelf selections, and then we're going to show you what all these wonderful people are going to have at our tables, including Mark, who's not here today. But yeah, we're going to show you all the stuff at the tables. So let's get right into the shelf selections. Starting off with one of mine. This is toy_lens. And I thought this was just really cool with the, kind of Spider-Man on the wall there looking down at this guy trying to do some nefarious stuff. And he's like, I don't think so, buddy. So, yeah, thought it was cool. Darla, what do you think of this one?
I like whatever the Dio is. That's cool, too.
There you go. Brian, thoughts?
I want to know how Spider-Man's hanging out up there. I know he's got the.
I don't know. I'm guessing that they had like
spider
a
hairs
tied to him or something, and then they photoshopped it out. But
yeah, the magic. No, it's super cool.
Absolutely, Tonya.
Yeah, I was just wondering the same thing, Brian. How did they get Spider-Man to do that? But it's super cool. It's a neat Dio, neat everything. I mean, just really, really a cool look.
And Jesse.
I mean, it's clear how he's doing it. He's Spider-Man, and he can stand on walls.
That's true.
He's
I
got
forgot that.
those little spider hairs that
come
out of his costume.
Spider-Man.
Why did we make it weird? No, this is a great picture. I think I had this as a pick as well, and I didn't scroll back far enough because we cut it to 4 each this week, which is hard but it's really cool. It's a great shot. I'm glad it ended up in here because I also love the little pallets, the wood pallets.
The
Post-it note pads. I love
like
that.
The jars and stuff. Like, just all the debris and stuff. Yeah, it's very cool. Next was one of Jesse's.
This is somebody toy immersion, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We got a orc attacking Apharius the centaur. I don't see a lot of stuff with Apharius in photos, but I thought this was a really fun one that, normally you don't see anyone riding on the back of a centaur. So the fact that it's like a battle sequence just kind of upped the excitement level there a little bit. Plus the Dio's pretty cool with the broken statues in the background. And I just thought it was a really fun shot.
Awesome. Tonya?
Yeah, I mean, this is fantastic. Although I cannot see Apharius anymore without seeing Kevin's pop and swap that he did all in white. And I think it looks fantastic. So every time I see him now, I see Kevin's pop and swap.
Nice. Brian?
I really like it, but I gotta say, I mean, this is probably the most disrespectful way to off a centaur.
So
right,
to ride their back and then kill him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little small on my screen here, but he's attacking him, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they're cooperating. This is
no, they're not working together.
Okay. I mean, this has got to be like, just the most shameful way for a centaur to die.
Yeah, it'd be like
it might be an enemies to lovers shot, but it definitely feels like enemies to enemies.
Be like fighting a dwarf and like holding them at arm's length while they just swing their arms at you.
Real shameful.
Darla, thoughts on this one?
It's a great photo. I don't like it. It makes me sad.
It makes me happy because I hate centaurs. I think they're dumb, and I I love the fact that Apharius is getting slaughtered by an orc. So
great.
Strong feelings.
Yeah,
he could still win this fight, or at least survive.
No, he's not winning this. He's getting ridden and he's getting murdered. All right, next one is one of mine. I had to actually throw 2 in here because Blake has been absolutely killing it through the month of October with all the skeleton picks. I couldn't decide between these 2 because they both look fantastic. I know he had talked to me about this chair that he's had for a long time. It's like a 1/6 scaled chair. He didn't know what to do with it and found a use for it here. And then the other one, I mean, he channeled his inner Brian Lynn and threw some light in there and, made some magic happen. So I think these are beautiful. Blake, can't wait to see you. And these are fantastic. Great job. Darla?
Yeah, that throne is awesome. Never seen something like that. And of course, the Brian Lynn Carver costume's light.
Yeah, you gotta have
Look,
some
he
Carver
lit
lights.
up the whole sky.
I know.
Just with
Right.
his lantern there.
Exactly.
Or torch, sorry.
Brian, thoughts?
Yeah, those little C-cell batteries are pretty impressive.
Mhm.
And that. No, I love the ambiance on particularly the torch one there. But I like the throne. I mean, if it's a 1/6 scale, it does look like it's a little big for him. So he's kind of little guy on a big chair. But I love the it's exuding authority here. There's aura.
Mhm. Tonya?
Yeah, these are fantastic. Blake, you knocked it out of the park, and I'm with you that the one with the torch and the sky in the background that's a beautiful shot. Really pretty.
And Jesse?
Curtis delivering 2 shots instead of 1 when he told me 4.
I said 4 people. I didn't say 4 pictures. I don't know. I probably did say 4 pictures. Anyway, let's go, Jesse. What do we got? He's got to
Hold on. I mean, you called it out, so I gotta check. I gotta verify.
Yeah, I know that I'm wrong.
Limit it to 4 each.
Yeah, I just said 4. See, I didn't say pictures.
4 each.
Yeah, there you go. 4 people. That's
Well, these are great. I understand the tough choice, but you could have been like, hey, by the way, I picked 2 from the same person, so you can do the same. But no, this is really cool. I really like it. That throne is awesome. I feel like the cushions are wasted on Necronominus. Like,
almost like a blow dart.
No, I'm just saying, like, he's all bone. Like, there's nothing soft to put on the cushions. Anyway, at first I had to do a double take the second picture with the torch. I thought that was I thought someone had melted a hole through a skeleton.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are really great.
I did want to go back to this picture for a second because Brian says it would be more awkward if they were cooperating. That is true. This is a much more awkward picture if they are working together. So
what if orc steering is like an airplane where you pull backwards to go up or whatever?
Yeah, maybe that's it.
And the centaur is like, no, this is the wrong way. I don't know what direction I'm going.
What's your safe word? All right, Jesse, your next one.
No, this is Jurassic_Jesse. And despite the name, I don't think there's any dinosaurs in this picture, but there are a lot of skeletons and this cool McFarlane lady with the wings and stuff. I really like the coloring of the shots, the whole environment, the fog. It's really cool. I want to watch this show.
Tonya.
Yeah, anything with wings, I'm going to love. She's fantastic.
Brian.
Man, I love the toy photography shots that get me are the ones that have all the accessories and the I mean, you got the depth of field going on there with the background. So I think it's an awesomely composed shot.
Darla.
Yeah, I love the skeletons coming up out of the fog.
Yeah, I think the lighting's great. The reddish tint to where it kind of looks like maybe things are on fire behind them with the fog in there, and then the fact that they're just kind of pointing and laughing, which is awesome. So great job. Next one is one of mine. This is Plastic Cosmos. And this thing is just fucking badass. Like, this is just really cool. I don't know whether that's an LCD monitor behind there or how they got that like purplish effect, but it looks cool. Blue looks awesome here. And then, once again, you got some skeletons and zombies coming towards the screen. The perspective of this is just really cool. I love it. Darla?
Purple. What more do you need to say?
There you go. Brian.
Yeah, and it's the same thing as the depth of field. I think the next slide on that post, because I saw this one has the behind the scenes, and just stacking the skeletons in, they're in a line
Mhm.
leading up to the monitor. So just super creative. I love it.
Tanya?
Yeah, this is fantastic. I love Balula. Looks like she is coming out of a portal, and all of these skeletons have come out before her. It is fantastic.
Jesse?
I would say it's phantasmic. And I like that you picked a picture that was almost the same as the one I just had,
Mhm.
but with different characters. No, it's really cool. The colors are great. I always debate whether purple or like a sickly green is a good color for the undead. And this one's winning me over with the purple at the moment. But yeah, it's a great shot.
Shout out Purple Gang Gang. Next is one of Jesse's.
Henrock 1_12. Was going for the spooky stuff, but this one just really stood out to me. Just the light in the window, just very, very matter of fact. Like this, Dubon just looks like he's taking care of business, and just doing what he's got to do to accomplish his mission. Really dig this shot.
Before we move on to Tanya, Jesse, I think we have a super chat there.
We do have a super chat from Brian Carr, who has not a huge distance to go, but he's wishing everyone else and even the safe people or safe travels to the people close, because dangerous is home closeness. Safe travels this week, everyone. Airplane, car. Can't wait to see everybody soon. I know how to speak.
If
that was me, not Brian.
If he doesn't have very far to go, do you think he's going to get there in Brian's car?
Maybe.
Brian's
he might have a truck. I don't know what kind of vehicle he has.
Brian's car. All right, Tanya, what do you think of this one?
Dubon has to be one of my top characters that I like the way that the horseman did. So this photo is wonderful. I mean, it just really is cool. He, comes in like a thief and, doing the job and getting out. Just, it's great. It is fantastic.
Absolutely. Brian?
Perfect use of canned atmosphere.
Yeah.
So I love the fog
through the window.
Yeah, no, the lighting's awesome.
Yeah, I even like the shadows on the floor and stuff, and the arrow in his back is really cool. So, Darla, thoughts on this one?
I love that photo. Dubon, I'm with Tanya. Dubon is one of my favorites. I don't have my own yet, but the photo's really nice.
Something we should have to remedy.
If you're on Dubon's side, you're going to be safe.
Yeah.
There you go. My next one, normally we only pick from Instagram. But I thought this was absolutely effing brilliant. I thought it was great. And this gentleman does not have a Instagram account, as much as I tried to badger him to make one. And I still needed to use this photo because I think it's just fantastic. You got the one armored hand there with the hat and stuff. You can clearly kind of tell just based on the pose and based on everything, like what this is supposed to be without overdoing it and adding a bunch of stuff or painting it or, it's just, we saw Jeremy was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but when you talk about LBCs, the Lazy Boy Custom, this is what a Lazy Boy Custom is. Like, it's very minimal effort, but a huge impact. And I think he killed it on this. So great job, Michael Carter. Darla?
I love it. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's amazing. Brian?
Is that part of Thriller? Or is that one of his other songs?
This is a Smooth Criminal, I believe.
Yeah, okay. That's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Instantly recognizable, other than my lack of knowledge of his songs.
Tanya?
Yeah, this is fan-freaking-tastic. I want to find somebody that has that hat. That hat is fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
Great.
I really want to recreate this. So
yeah,
I would need to know,
awesome.
Where's the little tie and stuff from? Where's the hat from?
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah. Jesse?
I just want to know why Michael felt the need to exhume Michael Jackson's body and take a photo.
Yeah.
Too soon? No, this is really cool. The leather hand for the glove is like, I never would have thought to put a leather hand on a skeleton arm like that. That's really cool. Yeah.
And last one for today.
I have been meaning to pick a Jeffrey Osman photo, and I keep seeing them. So he finally got in here, even though Halloween's over. He did tons of, I think it was like a skeleton photo every day, and all of them were awesome. But this one, I think this is like a horseman helmet that's been modified and like ripped apart, or maybe it's a 3D print if someone knows. But however
I believe it is a horseman helmet.
He just looks like he filled in the top,
Yeah.
with so the plume's not there, and then, cut it so you could get the skull. And I just thought this was really cool. So go check out Jeffrey Osman's page. There was dozens and dozens of awesome, creepy skeleton photos over the past month. And they're all really cool with this real, like, kind of up close perspective. Very portrait like. Take what back? Dead Man 1. What am I taking back?
I don't know. Tanya, thoughts on this one?
Yeah, this is fantastic. I love what they did with the helmet to put the skull inside it. I mean, this is wonderful. I know the work that goes into doing something like this, and this is fantastic.
Brian?
I had the same thought. That's just, I mean, it's an awesome photo, but the work just to customize that helmet, I mean, to dig that out and Dremel that out or whatever. Yeah, it's impressive.
Darla?
Yeah, same. It's cool. Looks really cool.
Before we get to my thoughts on this, I believe we have another super chat, Jesse.
We do. Before I do that, the Halloween being over, I just meant, like, as far as big calendar is concerned, Halloween lives in our heart all the time. Do you want to say the name, Curtis? Because I don't do it as nice as you.
Eduardo de Jesus.
With a $2 super chat, Tanya, seeing you makes me so happy. # you're amazing, Tanya.
Woo!
Thank you.
So my thoughts on this are that we've gotten a bunch of newer Templars with the Enoch and Elijah and the soft goods and all this kind of stuff. So to see the older style Templar with this head and kind of amped up is really cool. I really like that he didn't use one of the newer bodies, that it kind of takes that old one. It says, hey, by the way, in case you didn't know, underneath that helmet was a skeleton the whole time. It's like, oh, that's cool. It just, I don't know. I feel like it makes that Templar cool again. So, because it's one of my favorite figures. And so I'm glad that this got some use here. So great job. And then I was going to actually throw in a fifth one, even after I told Jesse that we were only doing 4. And luckily,
you already did 5.
Luckily, the 5th person I was going to do is on the screen, and one of his pictures are in the slideshow later on, which I saw, which meant that I didn't need to do it as a shelf selection because I get to talk about it then. So I still found a way to cheat. So there you go. So there we are.
From his own mouth.
There you go. I got to try to,
Dead Man 1, we celebrate spooky season every Saturday. True. And everybody carries a little bit of Halloween with them every day because we all have a skeleton inside of us.
There it is. There it is. Knew it was coming. I just didn't know when. All right. Well, we have got a lot of things to show you because Table 9, which is myself, Darla, and Tanya, this side of the screen, is we're going to show you our stuff. And then Jesse and Brian on the other side of the screen, along with Mark, have a table. And so we're going to show you all the things that are available at those tables for purchase. There may be some other things that are not available for purchase that might be there. And some people may be showing stuff that's not available for purchase. I'm just telling you what I had, but yes, Jesse.
Just want a point of order. If you do listen to the Euro Legions show, they talk about going to Brian's table, which is cool because Brian has an awesome amount of stuff, but like they didn't mention that it was also my table. They didn't have to say there was anything cool to get there. They could have just said that, Brian and Jesse's table.
I mean,
The
at least
reality
they
is that I have
mentioned
been
somebody
riding
at your
Jesse's.
table, right? They didn't even mention anybody at my table. I've got these two wonderful ladies with me, and they didn't mention either of them or myself. They just totally
You know
ignored
why?
the others.
Because you've been like, oh, I'm not bringing anything.
I'm not. Well, I actually, that's a lie. I'm getting ready to show all the stuff I'm bringing. So
I know. I saw.
okay, all right. So let's get into my stuff. First off, look at that beautiful guy. So I didn't do a lot of full customs to sell this year. I made some stuff that I'm keeping myself, but I didn't do a lot of full customs to sell. But I am going to be selling some of the older stuff that I made. Some of them are from when I first got into customizing, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think they're great. They've got some paint rub, they've got some issues. So I'm going to adjust the price accordingly. There's going to be some cheap stuff at my table. There's going to be some newer stuff that's maybe a little bit more pricey, but just throwing it out there, because if you get one and you pay, let's say you pay $50 for a figure, and then you get home and you go, hey man, this has got some paint rub on it. Yeah, that's why it was $50 custom. So I'm just throwing it out there. These two are not in that category. These two, I think, came out fantastic. The Cobra Con was from this year. The Space Orc was at the very tail end of last year. And I absolutely love these. So I'll have both of these available for sale. They will not be in the $50 range or anywhere near there. But they will be available. I have got my swigs will all be for sale. So I've got a gladiator swig. I've got this kind of fury vampire swig that will be for sale. And then hot dog cat swig will also be available if you're interested. The Dubon there, which is the only Dubon that we had in our display, with this head from Emil Wickman and the daggers, will be available. So if Darla wants, she can buy this from me, and then she will be able to have her own Dubon. So I'll see. I might be able to make a sale later tonight, folks. Then I've got a couple of Motu tributes. We saw the Cobra Con earlier. Here is my Skeletor. This is one of my really, really early ones. And then that Man-at-Arms is like one of my first ones. That Man-at-Arms has got some issues, folks. I'm telling you right now, that Man-at-Arms is going to be cheap. But it's got issues. So let's see what else we got. My version of Warduke. I know you can get the NECA one now for, pennies on the dollar, but mine will be available if you're wanting it. And then this Dark Templar skeleton will also be available. And then Brian may know this guy. I got a little oxalotl and a leprechaun here that will both be available. And then this female gladiator will also be there. And then I have one final thing. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about. Oh, I must have moved it later on did I not? Oh no, yeah, I put it later. Hold on. It's this thing right here. So I'll have some paint brush sets for sale, $20 at the table. So yeah, if you're interested in getting into customizing, or maybe you just need a new set of brushes, hit me up and I'll have those. So, any questions on my stuff, hit me up. In the meantime, we'll go to Darla. So
You talk.
I talk?
Yeah, you're much
It's
better at talking.
It's your stuff. So, this is your face. Jesse did that.
Yeah, it's got purple.
It does got purple. Yeah. So here's a couple capes. She just finished these this week based on a request from some folks. That purple and gold one was supposed to actually be for Sir Valgard, but I forgot to tell her that he's a dwarf. So it is a 1.0 size. Now, luckily, he comes with 1.0 legs, or you could just have it really long on him. But it also looks really good on Sir Ignatius. And then that blue and gold one for Otho, I think looks fantastic. I will be keeping these two because they're awesome and I love them. But the rest of the ones that she made will be for sale. So anything on those?
They're reversible. You can put either color on the outside.
Yep, absolutely. Next, this purple and black one has been probably the one that we've sold the most of over the last 3 years. So it's kind of just making its return. It's pretty much every show we've been at, we've had this one, and it sells out really quick. And then you've got this blue one, which is a different fabric. I don't know. You want to talk about that at all?
I don't even know what it is. I think it's a polyester, but it's like a little bit fuzzy.
Yeah, it's kind of like got a fuzziness to it.
Like a crushed velvet kind of look.
Something.
I think it's a little stretchy, so it's more like a velour maybe.
But it has a really nice, like, luxurious feel to it. So
Beautiful.
And satin on the inside.
Yeah.
That one's reversible as well.
Then we've got some hooded ones. Obviously, the Thistlethorn one we had last year was very popular, and we're bringing that back. I mean, it doesn't have to be on Thistlethorn. It could be on a dwarf.
Yes, it does.
Be on
It has to be on Thistlethorn.
Apparently, it does have to be on Thistlethorn. But it's once again another really popular one. And then we've got this new one where we've got some of these hooded ones that you'll see on this, like the Bryophytus there. That's a new size. So we had some that were 1.0 size. We had someone that were dwarf size. And then some of the guys that are into AWOC, they're doing a little show called The Tribe, had said, hey, we really like some capes for AWOC figures. And so we tried the dwarf cape on an AWOC figure, and it was just a little bit short. So this is actually a size that's in between our old dwarf one and the 1.0 one. So it will, as you see, will work on a 1.0, but it'll also work on a dwarf, and it'll also work on AWOC. So whatever you want to use this on, you can use this on. I just threw it on a Bryophytus because I like taking really crappy characters and making them look good with soft goods. So here's another one, same kind of thing. This one's obviously in blue. Once again, kind of a crappy character, doesn't get much love. I actually like it, but not many people love it. But I think this cape really just kind of transforms the look and makes them look cool. And then this other one, I don't know. It's like what is that material on the beige color? It's like a canvasy kind of.
It's almost like a muslin, kind of.
Okay.
Not muslin.
We don't get religious here. Oh, okay. It's not white. It's kind of a beige color, but I thought I would just throw it on Elijah and see how it looked. And I thought it looked pretty decent. So you don't have to use this on a Templar, but this is just kind of what I chose to display it on. Let's see. Okay. You need to talk about this one on the left. I've been talking about these, but you got to talk about that one.
It's tie-dye.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a handful of those. I had done a project for someone else, and I had this piece of fabric left, and I asked Curtis if would anyone like this, and he said, "Oh, try it." So I've got very limited on those, and then it's a turquoise satin on the outside. Oh, Tonya wants one.
Sometimes the weird stuff
I want one.
does tend to sell, but I was like, I don't know. So there's I think single digit number of these. So these, may go quick. I don't know. If you're just wanting a Darla cape, we're coming with 213 capes. So I don't think you have to worry about, showing up on Sunday and not getting a cape. But if
why 13, Curtis?
That's just what she came up with.
Because two of them, I messed up.
So. But if you want a specific one, like you want this tie-dye one, you'll need to be there quick. So, and then this other one, I believe, is the one that you did for Gina, right? You want to talk about that one?
It's like an iridescent on the outside, and a different kind of purple on the inside. And I had made it for Gina's mage that she was making. And then I still had some of the fabric, so I made some more.
And it's really cool. Like the outside color is very kind of like sparkly. So like if you wanted to make like a purple wizard or something, I could see this working really well for it. I just threw it on Purpler because I thought it would look cool with him. And yeah, I'm going to keep this one. So that one's mine. Can't get this one, folks. I need that cape, but the rest of them you can have. These are ones that we had last year. Actually, we had it 2 years ago at LegionsCon, and nobody wanted to buy them. And then the figures started coming out, and people started seeing these on it, and then they wanted them. So we had a bunch at LegionsCon last year. We sold out. We had them at LegionsCon this past year. We sold out. And people are asking for them again this year. So this is the Sir Uxak cape and the Beardac cape. Anything you want to say on those?
You can't see on exact. The other side is gold. And
Yes.
The other side of the other one is black.
Yes. And if they seem a little bit taller to you, that's because I have, or at least the Uksak has the leg extenders that I got from one Billy Beige. That's why he is taller than Baradak here. I've got the leg extenders for Baradak. I just haven't put them in yet. But if you want your leg extenders to make your ogres taller, see Billy Beige.
I thought he was taller because the picture's like a half inch higher up in the frame.
It could be that too. But also, I normally have him in a stand so that he doesn't.
For the record, I think
Problem.
I got both of these capes at MesquiCon 2 years ago in anticipation of the figures.
Good job. Good job. And then this is kind of the special one that we'll have. So all the rest of the capes are $20. This one is $30 because my understanding is from Darla that this was a bitch to put together. I think is what you said, right?
I did say those exact words, but
Oh.
yes.
So, and based on the amount of materials and time that these took to put together, I don't know that we'll have these again. I'm not saying that we won't have them, but there's a good chance we won't have them again. So if you want this kind of fur cape, this may be your only chance.
The material is flannel, and then it's got the fur collar. It does have an elastic that goes
Underneath,
under the arms and across the back.
Yeah, to hold it in place. So you don't need pauldrons to hold it on. Jesse.
I think these are great, and these would look good on any or of the Einstemal wave figures, or make any other character fit in with the Einstemal wave like that.
Very cool. And then for a little something different,
Yeah.
talk about this stuff.
I made I made Santas, and it's just a little ornament, and it's probably about an inch and a half, maybe
Mm-hmm.
2. So I've got about almost 30 of those for sale. They'll just be would you say 15?
15 for those. Yep.
And then the purple, those are just freebies because they're cute.
Yeah. So, and it's up to her discretion on who she gives them to. So, I don't know. Well, once they're gone, they're gone. And I think, and I have the paintbrush set, but we already talked about that. So that is it for us. No, it's not it. I forgot. We also got the shirt. So the Art by Akerman shirt will be for sale for $5 at our table as well. So if anybody's out there trying to collect all the shirts, you can get ours at our table when you come to get all of other stuff from Darla or Tonya. So I was looking through the chat. I saw this one, but we gave the prices on that for budgeting. I didn't see any other questions, just a lot of it's awesome. Kevin did say, how does it look on a 2.0? All of them can work on a 2.0, and we'll have some there so we can try it on something if you're interested. If you want to see it on a different figure, I just picked out figures that I thought they would look good on, but yeah, we can always try it on something else at the table. So, all right. Next is Aslan Creations, which is the McCoys. So let's start off with this. What we got here, Tonya?
So technically these are already gone. Kirby, who already has Vins of Lombardy, is bringing his back. And then the newest member of this team, I am going to have him there so everybody can see. But this is L. Taylor. And I love doing the Mercurians. I've had so much fun doing them. So when Kirby asked me to do the Green Bay, and I was able to work with my son and my husband both to create these, it was one of the best times. So as I was getting ready to start another group and paint, I told my son that I wanted to do a red, white, and blue one. And I said, we're going to take it to LegionsCon. He says, oh, then you'll need to do the New York Giants if you're going to do it in red, white, and blue. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, you'll need to do it looking like the New York Giants. So he tells me where to put all the colors and what colors to use. I've used a couple of different blues on this. And he was like, nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. So finally we settled on the blue. Again, the red, had to find the right red. And then he tells me like down to the everything where to put all the colors. So this is a true design by all of us. Kevin does the packaging for these as well. So there's different packaging for them and they're fantastic. But these are fun. These are a family affair. And I'm sorry to say that both of them are gone, but they are.
All right.
It didn't take long.
Ooh.
This is Big Al. This is my Alabama mascot. And yeah, he was a lot of fun to do. He will be at the table. I took him to IshCon this year and had him sitting up. So he will be at the table. And you'll be able to see him. He's pretty awesome.
And anything that's not already sold already, in Tonya's words, you have to love it more than she does. And you tell her that with the money. So.
You have to love it a lot more than I do. And let me assure you that I love these a lot. I got a message right after IshCon, right after IshCon, I believe. No, before IshCon, I got a message and they were like, I've seen some of your work. Have you considered doing would you do a Tinkerbell for me? I'm like, no, I won't, because I don't want to do commissions, guys. I love you guys, but I don't want to do commissions. So what I told him was, I will do a Tinkerbell. If you love it and you want it, I will offer you first right of refusal. So I created Tinkerbell the way that I wanted to create her. I love her. I think she is amazing. And the person that asked me to do it is not able to get it. So she will be at the table. And if you love her more than I do, we'll talk. The next one is, she is so beautiful. I got this head from Corey Schwarzenhofer at MesquiCon. And I fell in love with her. And so I have named her Shia Feather King. And she is gorgeous. I love her colors. There's nothing about her that I don't adore. But yeah, she will be at the table. And she's just from me. I just was thinking about her and created her and wanted to.
Very cool.
To do her, so I did. This is my swig offering this year. This is Swigette. Dusk Till Dawn Studios has these two heads, and I found them and fell in love with them and used the torso of Thrace. And so I've created this to be my Swigette for this year. We're bringing the other
absolutely beautiful. It would have been real easy to just kind of mail it in on the eyes and just do them in yellow like a lot of the goblins. But the fact that you did the eyes the way that you did really makes it pop, and they look gorgeous. Amazing paint job.
Thank you very much. I did it on,
Totally.
if you want to check on Legions Ladies Live YouTube channel, we do Mod Squad on Saturday mornings. And I actually painted her, both of these heads, during our Swig episode on Mod Squad. And I think that was we channeled out to your channel too, Curtis,
Mhm.
right? Our
Yeah, I think we
Ackerman
dual
channel.
stream that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but if you want to see me paint her and how I did and all the stuff, you're welcome to go in and look. She was an absolute pleasure to paint. But I love her. I think she came out fantastic. Yeah, but this was fun.
Speaking of Mod Squad, I think you're going to have something related to that at the table as well, right?
Yes, we have brand new, if they get here, guys, we're crossing our fingers. As long as there's no delay in shipping, George should have for me up in New Jersey when we get there Mod Squad pins for sale. I have the logo is green and white, so I have green and white. And then for as special colors, we have the red and white, the pink and white, the purple and white, and a blue and white. All of those colors are very limited in number. So yes, Megs has joined us this last few little shows and has painted her first thing, which makes my heart happy. Gina cuss too much when painting. Gina has also been on Mod Squad. We have had some fun times. Of course, Stacy, my co-host on there, is amazing. And if you haven't seen some of her stuff, you've got to check out Carver because, man, she has that Dirty Girl and all of the bots that go with her. And then her swig, her Mod Squad swig, is amazing. She's done some fantastic things, so please check her out as well. But yeah, Mod Squad is a lot of fun. And if you're not watching it on Saturday mornings at 9, what are you even doing?
There you go. We will also have some Shooting the Shelf and Art by Ackerman pins at the same table as well. So when you come to get your Mod Squad pin, if you're a pin person, we will have some pins for that as well. So now this is kind of a collaborative project. Tell us a little bit about this.
So Kevin wanted to show kind of what a $26 figure could do. So he got one of the Knights
Relic Guard, I believe.
Relic Guard, yeah. One of the was just a Legion builder, and he said, "Tonya, I'm gonna do it as a yellow and black theme," and I'm like, "Okay, that sounds great." And so he started working on it and painting it and doing all kinds of crazy cool stuff with it. And I started looking at it when it was almost done and he was putting it together. And I'm like, do you know what would be really cool? And he's like, what? I said, what if I did a female knight with wings and they kind of went together? And he's like, yeah, that would really be neat. And so Kevin has worked and done a fantastic job on his knight. And so I decided to do my knight to go with, but not matchy. So they are very much a pair. And she has beautiful wings and she is amazing. So you have Michaela Folks and Ozymandias Folks.
Nice.
And they look so good together. And I've got a special display for them that'll be at the table for the two of them, so you can see them up close. But they're amazing.
I do have a couple things here for you, Tonya. Meg says, so grateful to yourself, Curtis, and my husband Gui for getting me into customizing. And then Guion comes back with a Meg painted piece will be available at LegionsCon.
Yeah, I remember
Look at
she was painting yesterday on Mod Squad, and she said that she's going to put a little M on the inside.
Very nice. Well, that's cool.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's always good to see other people getting into it. Yeah, very cool.
I love it.
And then I think this is the last one we've got for you.
Okay. And these are two more. So both of these, I think I've posted in the last little bit. Zazil on the left, the frustration that comes with customizing guys is real. I mean, like, it is truly a real thing. I had a different head for her that didn't end up working out. I had another set of wings for her that we could not get to work right. She is gorgeous, and in person she is beautiful. I mean, she is absolutely amazing. I love her a lot, but the vision that I originally had when I saw these wings is not what is here. So for me, it's a little bit of a frustration. But she is still gorgeous. She's beautiful.
I think the way that the wings work with that armor, like the cosmic-y armor, but in that color scheme, it is spectacular. I don't know what your original vision was, but this came out awesome.
Yeah. But she is true labor of love, and has taken me all year because I have tried every way that I could think of to get the head that I had for her to work. Tried to get the other set of wings to work, and neither one could. So she's still a labor of love. She's still fully painted top to bottom, and she is still amazing. Like I said, but she will be at the table, and I'm sorry to say that I had her at IshCon and was working on her at IshCon, trying to make it work, and somebody saw her at IshCon and said they wanted her, and they have agreed to purchase her. So she is coming to LegionsCon, but she will be going to someone else. Happily, she is
Gotcha.
gone. And then Tira, Kevin sent me a photo of Tira from Soul Calibur. And I looked at that photo and went, I need to make her. And so I talked to Dirk at Dirk's Designs, Wolf King Customs, and asked him if he thought he could make her head sculpt and her weapon, and sent him pictures, and we talked about all the different things. She actually has two heads. She has a regular, regular face or whatever, just a resting face. But then she has a smirk, and it's my favorite one because when she wins against you, she gives you a stinking smirk that is absolutely fantastic. There were a lot of things that were, trying to figure out how to make it work and how to do it, but we got it all done, and she turned out amazing. So yeah, this is Tira.
Awesome job.
Now, I know that you've got to love those more than me. Talk to me about how much you love them, and I will talk to you about whether or not. But I do have, and will have, a small handful of heads that I've been working on that I am going to bring and sell. So, and my heads, they'll be like $25 a piece. And I wasn't able to send pictures of these because I'm just getting them
that's
done
cool
and finished. Again, a lot of these you probably could see me doing on Mod Squad Art Studio. Well,
not that one. You won't see that one.
You will. But I mean, I'm just in the middle of working on some of them. She turned out fantastic.
Love that.
Oh wow!
But I'm just working on some of them, and they are a lot of fun. So just know that there will be other things at the table that you can purchase that aren't quite as precious to me as some of my full customs are.
Very cool. Are you working right up to the end?
I'm hoping to get the heads that I am taking with me. I'm hoping to get those finished tonight because I've got to pack us up tomorrow. Kevin came up with some really cool ideas. Again, another custom that I'm working on that I'm hoping that will be done and put together that I will bringing and showing off at LegionsCon that you guys have not seen. And Kevin is working on a custom, and if we can pull off that, like, people are going to, their jaws are going to drop. I don't know if we're going to get them done, but he and I both are working on those as well. So yeah, still working all the way up until probably Tuesday when we pull out.
There you go. All right.
And Jesse, I agree with you, Jesse. I need 2 days off.
Yeah. Those are amazing. That head, I really like that head on the was it Tira?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're all awesome, but like that one particularly jumps out to me.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So
Dirk
that
did
was
such a
all
good job.
table 9. Myself, Tonya, Darla, and some of Kevin's work. We are now shifting to table 16, which is Brian's table that he allows Jesse to be at. And starting off with Brian's stuff, this was going to be my other shelf selection this week. So we're going to count this as my shelf selection. But
Your sixth shelf.
yeah, tell us a little bit about this one, Brian.
Yeah, I had that leftover. That's from the Red Death, the cloak there, and at some point, that's a hood from a Strupp Family Creations set that I had, and I'd put them together at some point for another custom. I didn't wind up liking it, and so it was just sitting around. And then I had the Trapiculi, and just figured he needed to get a little dressed up. It was Halloween. He got his costume on, so we just added embellishments from there. So any bony thing that I could,
pauldrons and skulls. And
yeah, there are 6 pauldrons incorporated into that. So,
yeah,
it's amazing what you can do with super glue.
Yeah. Your brain is interesting.
It's not going to be the last time that you say that.
That's true.
Also,
tell us about this guy.
Yes, at some point, that's a Kai Labs set that he released a while back, and I wanted one of those with the crab on it, so I painted the crab onto the I cannot think of what that piece of fabric, what that's called.
Tunic.
Yeah, but there's another word for it where it has the ribbing like that. There's a more specific word for it.
Ribbed for his pleasure.
Yeah, no,
That's not it. I got smacked by Darla in the leg, by the way.
That was appropriate. Yeah. Anyway, so I made up that doublet or whatever you call that thing, and decided that, man, we just need like some kind of traveler. And I had that Gideon head, and he looks like maybe this is after the war. He just decides he wants to go questing, so he gets on a boat. There he goes. So he's got a little telescope, on his side there, and
very cool.
Hammer of bonking. Yeah.
Bonking hammer.
Yeah, bonking hammer.
Yeah, you gotta have one of those.
Absolutely. Ooh,
yeah, normally you do like these off the wall things, and now we're seeing like knights and stuff from you. So interested to kind of like what led you to kind of start working on knights more.
Oh man, well, I mean the abundance of the availability of them for one. Certainly with Necronominus, and then the Silver Knight, getting a 12 pack of those just gave a lot of fodder for working on knights. But Joseph Connors, he's been cranking out these amazing tunics and everything, so I feel like I was keeping him afloat for a while there with the amount of tunics I bought off of him. So I'd have a color, and then sort of I have this tunic and I need to build something around this tunic. So that's where some of these knights came from. But yeah.
Very cool. Next. Now we're getting into some of the craziness.
Yeah. So the guy,
Gambison.
Thank you. Yes, a Gambison. Did you look it up, or did it come to you?
I did. That's what I thought it was, but I wanted to make sure.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna wake up in the middle of the night and be like, Gambison. Freak out my wife. Wolf guy on the left there, made with real alpaca fur, not wolf fur, but it's alpaca fur on him. But he's not quite. Oh man, what's the Legion's word for werewolf?
I don't think it's that cold in New Jersey.
Fuck.
Yeah. He's one of those guys, but he's small. He's not a big one of those. He's a little one of those. Yeah, that head sculpt. I was commissioned to do that head sculpt. That's from some video game that I don't think I would ever play. Pretty gruesome game, but that design is sick. So originally had designed that, had sculpted that to put that on. Oh, look at this little description here. Had designed that to go on the D20 Wolf, and then decided to make it a 1.0 as well. So built a werewolf around that, and then the other guy on the right there is just your kind of classic D&D Knoll. That's using it's a Beastman figure as the base, and then that's I forget the artist's name. He does minis. He does a ton of minis. But anyway, use that head sculpt and chopped and popped and swapped and all that.
I like that like beaded loin piece on the one on the right.
Yeah, that's just I made that out of some leather stuff, and
You just got to make sure that that's like out before you sit down.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. That would, ouchies. Yeah.
No one here to hit me for an inappropriate joke.
All right.
Oh,
So getting into a little bit more of the weird.
yeah.
Yeah, what do we got?
Yeah, that's just a big blue robot, kind of styled after the Machine Krieger. I don't know how you say it, but so that Japanese. There's a very particular model kit realm. So found one of those and just built a robot around that. So he's going to be there at the table. I had that guy for a few years, and this is a year of purging for me. So I'm maybe kind of like you, Curtis. I am moving a lot of stuff. The reality is I have this like 3+ foot dragon coming into my house at some point next year. So we're just starting to move some stuff to get along. So,
and then on the right, you just have a Templar that you put next to a lobster you're getting ready to eat?
There's yes, that is a it was a good day in the Sea household. So we had lobster for that. No, that is if some of you guys at LegionsCon last year saw the giant crab, the mecha crab. I made a lobster, a Legion-sized lobster. He's right here. So there's the Legion-sized lobster. He will be at the table as well.
And this is the one that you swear that there's Legion's parts in, right?
There are Legion's parts in there. I mean, it's right there, and there, and there, and then the rest is stuff I designed. Yeah. So he's there.
There's some.
Yeah. So that's the Legion size one. So he kind of goes with the crab guys. And then after doing the Mecha Crab and Corn Boy picked that up at the at LegionsCon last year, he saw the lobster that I designed. And he was like, Mecha Lobster. So anyway, that's Mecha Lobster, but you don't get to see it until you come to LegionsCon and come to table 16, and you can see Mecha Lobster. He's big.
And then sticking with the kind of sea creatures.
Yes. So we got the axolotls, which Terrence reached out to me and said, hey, is that on a swig body? That counts for the swigs. Cool.
Okay.
I hadn't thought about that. I was feeling really behind. I'm like, I didn't make a swig this year. Didn't feel like I had the capacity. And then I guess those are going to be in the swig count, swig thing.
Yeah, he's got to bump those numbers up however he can.
Right. So anyway, they're going to be.
Is that Swig's belt? It looks like a belt from Swig. You can.
Yeah, it's the belt.
No, I'm just saying that's Terrence will find.
Oh yes,
part.
Yeah. Eagle-eyed for those swig parts.
Axolotls don't live in the ocean or the sea.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up. Go ahead, Brian.
No, but that's fair. That's fair. It's actually fair. Yeah. They. I don't even know what to do with that now. Anyway, so speaking of sea creatures, there's the catfish plumber's coming back, and he will be available. In
his brother as well.
Glory. His brother actually got dismantled this year. I harvested him for parts.
Wow.
So I do have that head.
I thought he looked
available.
sad here.
Yeah, this one's the sad one. I mean, he's just very serious because he's got the space station toilets, man.
That too. So
he's got a lot of crap to deal with.
That's right, man.
He does have a lot of crap to deal with. And then I don't know, man. I didn't just go ahead.
Yep. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. Just come to table 16, guys. It'll be great. We'll have fun. There's just stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So,
So how do you
No.
even think of this kind of stuff?
well, you just, okay. Well, I mean, if you want the honest story, the goldfish guy was because I was sitting in the hospital with my daughter and it was mind-numbingly boring. And so I was just chatting with her and trying to keep her company. And then I had my iPad with me and I was like, goldfish, sure. We'll just make a big goldfish guy. And I can't explain to you other than that's what happened. So
Okay.
goldfish guy happened. And yeah, so the moral of the story is don't give me a lot of time to think because this may be what happens. The catfish guy, we already had a cat. You know, I did the catfish Mythic Legions head. And then I was like, you know what? I don't feel like I have the right body yet for the catfish guy in a Mythic Legion. So I'm working on torso. That might work for him. But
Ganesha
anyway,
might be
in
cool.
the process. Yeah. In the yeah, I mean you can make a big one.
Yeah.
But I used my Ganesha to I'm working on a John Silver from Treasure Planet with my Ganesha. So work in progress. Finding a coat, a piratey coat for an 8-inch figure. Not easy. Anyway. Yeah. So anyway, the catfish guy happened. And
Awesome.
that's just a 3D print. He's not articulated, but he's gonna be at the table too. Keeping the company.
And then obviously people know your crabs. They've seen those over the past few years. But this translucent one has me super interested.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on with that thing.
Well, that's the ghost guy. Just shot of
Hagnon?
Hagnon. Yes, Hagnon. So when that became available again, scooped up a couple of him, and I had some blue translucent resin, and so it's like ghost crab. You know, there's a breed of crab called the ghost crab. They are not blue, nor are they actually ghosts. But I figured, what if? What if one of these guys died? What if you ate one of them? Would they come back and haunt you? The answer is yes, and that's what it would look like. So that's the translucent one.
Yeah, that is super cool.
Actually, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Crabnoli.
Oh, crab
Now, is there just one of these, or do you have multiple?
Yeah, I mean, Hagnon is not, you know, because each of these crabs, right? It takes two figures.
You don't have more, like, is there only one figure, but are you going to have that part, like if other people wanted to make their own blue translucent one?
I only have one additional set of that. So I have the one completed and one unpainted. I mean, it's not painted, but I have one.
Bidding begin.
One set.
All right. Anything else? I think that's all the pictures that we had, but anything else that you want to throw out there for folks?
I mean, I have, yes, one of them is wearing a chef's hat because in Mythic Legions, crab eats you. Oh, yeah. I have probably, because I said, like, it's purge year, get it out of my house. I have about 60 some completed customs that are coming with me. Those won't necessarily all be on display at the same time due to space.
Rotating and stuff.
Yeah. So come back at different times in the day and there may be different
stuff. Is that because you're giving some of the space on your table to Jesse?
I am a really generous man, and so I thought maybe we could give a little space. Okay, for the record, I have been riding Jesse's coattail, for like, what, 4 years now? No, come on, man. You generously allowed me to have a little...
As far as the table, but all humility aside, I am not fishing for compliments. People come for yours and Mark's stuff at the table. Yes, they like looking at my stuff, but they come to get your guys' stuff.
Yeah. It's because you just have to sell more of your things.
Well, as far as that extra translucent set, what kind of price you looking at on there?
But yes, that's about it.
All right, I will bring the checkbook. So,
all righty, just set that one aside.
There you go.
There's the Captain Jack Sparrow Pirates of the Caribbean 12-inch figure for $30 on eBay. That coat would probably work.
Well, I actually, you know what's funny, Jesse, is I have that right here, literally sitting right over
Oh.
there. There's the, but it's just slightly too. Okay, do you want to see it? I'll show it. And like, it's. No, I don't think I can get it. Maybe. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I lost his head. Anyway, this is where I'm at with the body so far. So it's not quite the
Nice.
right color scheme, but I don't think I can reach the head. I have too much stuff packed. But maybe. No, I didn't get his head. I got a different head. It's a blobfish. That's a blobfish,
Oh.
man. In case you need to make a blobfish guy. Anyway,
Yeah.
I
Who
3D
doesn't,
sculpted it.
really? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Jesse, at this point, I will turn the slideshow over to you. Have at it.
All right. So also at the table 16, which is at the opposite inside corner from where we've been the last 2 years, is Mark Rivera, aka Mark Star Media, who unfortunately will not be at the show this year in person. Curtis.
Sorry, we have a question for Brian. So, Brian, how do you stay clear of the con setup Jesse slap?
what?
When Jesse
What
gets
does-
angry at setup, yeah, how do you stay
Oh.
clear of him getting angry at you?
I don't know. Jesse's always gentle with me. I don't know. I just try to feed him.
Is that what
Feed
he
him and
tells you
keep it
that you have to
hydrated.
say? Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, if you're in trouble, blink twice. All right, Jesse, go ahead.
Mark Rivera will not be at LegionsCon this year, unfortunately. We will miss Mark and his family very, very much.
Yeah.
But he did send me some new parts, some new heads, which are showing off, I believe, for the first time on the show tonight. So I guess I'm doing the slides if you said that. So these are the two, like Wolf King setup. I've got all of them glued to a head rack, and then they're in drawers. So this is stuff we've had at Wolf King, and I'll zoom in on the new stuff here. In a moment. So up first, he's got a new orangutan head. Mark does some really great animals and
So cool.
expressions and stuff. And this is a new one from him. These are for 1.0. And then he also has 4 different halfling heads that are also, I believe they'll fit 1.0 or 2.0. Yeah, those are the new heads I'll have at table 16 for Mark, along with whatever's left in stock from the rest of that first picture, which I'll slide back to real quick here. So
Okay.
these gorillas, rats, gnomes, goblins, orcs, all sorts of stuff.
my.
Some fun critters and stuff.
What's on the first rack on the very bottom in the middle? What is that?
That
Yeah.
is a watch for a troll.
A what? No.
No. The left.
On the left side.
On the left side, that is the space emu, and the neck
emu.
piece. Yeah,
Of
This
course.
is why we're at a table together.
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Yeah. Who didn't see that
You
coming?
you saw that at MesquiCon, even if you don't remember it.
I do now that you mention it, but I just looking at
Okay.
that piece, I'm like, does it have like a Britney Spears microphone? What is that?
It does actually.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yeah, because it's a space emu.
Yeah,
And it can go on a regular 1.0 neck, or you can plug in the emu neck to give it the more extended bird-like head if you want.
All right.
I don't know, William. So since we don't have the imps in hand yet, I mean, I assume they'll probably be too big for the imps. Like just
If you're a customizer, you'll make it work.
the size.
That's
I mean,
correct.
they physically will fit. Dimensionally, it'll be kind of like Hoggle from Labyrinth, where his head looks too big for his body.
Nolan leaving right after this, so that's why we're doing the early show.
Yes. Nope. Not. Oh yeah, Zolocon. Sorry, I thought you said I read that wrong. It is the Zolocon space.
Wow, you tried to actually and you got
I did.
yourself.
I did. I actually myself because I read it wrong.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not afraid to actually myself.
All right.
All right. So yeah, so that's Mark's stuff. And then my stuff. I'm gonna have a lot of stuff for sale this year. Last year I did a lot of show stuff and nobody bought any of the stuff that was for sale. So this year, almost all of it's for sale instead, because capitalism. There you go. There you go.
That's right. That's right.
Jesse, is it true that Mark's not coming this year because he's trapped in your basement?
No.
That came from the chat. That was not from me.
I know. But I mean, you brought it up. So my big dio, it'll be a corner dio, is going to be a I call it the Battle at Bleeding Peak, Blight's Ascension, and it is this whole story I'm working on that just kind of came up. No, I'm not selling the VV. He is not coming to LegionsCon. So it'll be a huge dio, which I don't have a picture of it yet because it's still drying. But here are one of the bad guy groups I call the Cabal's Fist. So it's all these like skeletal warriors and the Soul Blight, hence the name's the Blight's Ascension. And I revealed a lot of these on Purple Gang last night, but I realized the prices were wrong on some of them. So just real quick here. So we got Soul Blight and Lord Cabal with his helmet lifted up there in the picture.
Dude, that's sick.
A lot of different parts from a lot of different places. Each figure will come with like a card in the box that has like a little bit of their story, and it'll have the recipe for like where, or not recipe, but like where the parts came from, to make sure the proper people, sculpts and print shops get the what do you call it? Acknowledgement they deserve. Did you make your own comment and bring your own comment up?
Wow.
And then various other skeletons in the group. They're 125 each, except for the ogre. He's 150.
Love that Immortal Collection shield.
Yes. Now that's the only thing on these that's painted that I didn't paint. I got that from them at LegionsCon 2 years ago, and originally it was going to go with that Lord Cabal figure, but it didn't quite look right with him. So I gave it to this guy instead. So I bought it for me, but it's going on a custom if someone wants to pick it up. And speaking of Immortal Collections and Shields, I know he put a post up, I think today or yesterday, about the scaphoid flavored ones.
Mm.
So yeah,
They taste like scaphoid.
No.
Interesting.
not literally. Yeah.
Mm.
Did you have a question, Curtis, or I thought you were going to say something?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
It was probably going to be a dumb joke. I was probably.
I love the thing that stands out on this page is the one thing I didn't do. Furthering the story is the Unbroken Court. These are my Heartwood elves, which I showed off a little while ago and did a lore and more on. So all of these will be getting lore and mores after LegionsCon. I just don't have time to get that done. Curtis.
To be fair, I wasn't saying that I love the paint job on that shield. I was saying that I love the sculpt on that shield. So
I didn't paint it either.
I understand, but I wasn't complimenting the paint job, which would mean that I was pointing out the only thing that you didn't paint. I'm pointing out the sculpt, which you didn't sculpt any of that. So
true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Was that a compliment?
No.
But I don't.
I'm
not
just saying that it wasn't.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't an insult either, though.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? So there'll be 3 different ones. You can get the King by himself, the Royal Guard Sisters as a set, or the Archer by himself. There will be more figures in this picture eventually, but they're not done yet. But the Valiant Alliance is what I'm calling the heroes. Bunch of different warriors, knights, mages from. Yes.
We got a question from the chat, and as the expert in this subject, Megs wants to know what scaphoid tastes like, and is it Mountain Dew? You are a Mountain Dew expert on the show, so can you let us know?
I would imagine Scaphoid being purple and green does taste like pitch black Mountain Dew, which is a grape flavor.
Oh, all right.
Maybe the weird sour one they tried to do a few years ago, but I'd prefer it not to be sour myself.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are heroes. There will be more. Starting off with these four, we've got Mushroom Warrior Mage guy, Black
I love
Falcon, inspired by which one? The Mushroom guy.
Mushroom Dude's awesome.
I mean,
So that's
Jesse, look at this what's on the screen. Which one do you think Brian would be interested in? Come on. Like he didn't have to ask him the question.
there's nothing aquatic.
But I mean, look, which one's crazy looking? And then that's Brian's. Yeah.
Curtis has to be pegged.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
there's
great,
Black
Jesse.
Falcon, which I switched to this when I heard him say that, so I didn't know if he was talking about the Black Falcon because the Lego, because it's based off the old Lego figures, or at least the color concept's based off the old Lego figures. Anyway, Dragon Guy, Night Guy. Thank you very much, JG. And Cap. See, now I've got a couple work in progresses. I've got 6 dwarves that are in the works right now. Here's the first 3. They are a group together. So pretty, smudgy pink faces. Lots of parts from Toy Forge here and some other places, and then some more stuff from Wolf King, and the head and hammer on the guy on the far right, I believe, are from Noble Bear at the IshCon last year. You can if you want to, I guess. It's actually one of the God's Fire heads.
Faisal, Jesse doesn't like when you compliment his shields. So if you could not do that, it would be great.
I'm just saying the one thing that you commented on that picture is the one thing I had absolutely nothing to do with other than putting it in the picture. These will be done before LegionsCon. They will not be sold like this. Thank you, Cap. Sorry, Cap'n Curtis. Before you, I'm actually me. Then there's going to be a group of other baddies that are not as militaristic as the skeletons, and it's the Horde. Super creative name, I know. With a brute scale Beastmaster, another dragon folk character, and 2 ogre scales, an ogre knot, and a shadow orc, which I'm actually in the process of reworking that weapon as well. And my it was gonna be a fawn, and then the head has got like pointy teeth, so it's not really a fawn anymore. I don't know what it is. Succubus. I don't know. Again, she's still a work in process as well, but that's a 2.0 body on a set of the bird figure wing legs.
I was going to ask you what the legs were. They were tripping me up.
Yeah, so they're someone was
That's
selling
cool.
parts a while ago, and someone had just a set of the bird legs. I was like, oh, I wonder if the 2.0 Malphar feet will fit in there, and they did. So,
Does that mean that you have extra bird feet?
I don't know.
If you do, I might be interested.
I'll have to look. I don't know.
Mine for a custom, so if you have them, I
Okay.
might be interested in.
Okay. Again, she is a work in progress, but will be finished before I go, as will a couple more that I have to finish tonight and tomorrow. And here is my swig, my new swig for this year's
That's amazing.
1,000 swigs. Since Terrence is a bartender, I thought I saw this little tiki bar Halloween decoration at Target, and I was like, I'm going to repaint that and make Swig a little bartender. So I found a what do you call it? Hawaiian shirt from a wrestling figure and some Dio pieces I had and stuck them all on there and glued super glued all this fabric up on the top to hide the hideous topper that was on there. And I had super glue all over my fingers on Monday night. Like I couldn't pick anything up. My fingers were so covered in like the callus glue.
What is
That
the
lets you know you're
fabric for
working.
the roof?
What is it? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Where did it come from?
The brown stuff is like I bought like a pack of like canvas like bags, like gift bags from a hobby store or something, and the other one was like a clearanced like what do you call it, like thermal shirt,
Gotcha.
not worn. Not worn.
I didn't say anything.
I'm not.
You,
I mean, plus,
you
you know,
thought loudly.
I
saying,
know
like-
that he's used T-shirts before for soft goods, so that's why I was asking.
Oh yeah.
I've used a sock and other shirts like this, but
Yeah.
I don't think this shirt was ever worn because I got it because it was on clearance and cut it up immediately.
That's amazing.
So yeah, so that's that. I will also have my K-pop Demon Hunters display. Excuse me, my Mythic Demon Hunters, which I'll be revealing a picture here now of some stuff for the first time.
Nice.
So this is the Dio they'll all be on. So it's got Guima in the back. It does have lights that light up in the back. You can't see it, but there are lights under the tiger up front as well. There are 8 total demons there, not counting the tiger and the bird. 2 of them on Masterverse figures. 2 of them are on Horseman figures. One of them's like an Avatar figure, and the 3 little guys up front are Demogorgons from, I don't even know what company made them, but they were at Walmart. They were $10, and I wanted to make the little creepy guys that didn't have eyes, and so I made those out of them.
Did it? I imagine this has had to take a lot of work. Did you stay caffeinated by drinking your soda pop?
I mean, yes, my little soda pop is actually my least favorite song in the movie. But yeah, so there's that. So the girls will go right up front in the middle. The Saja boys will go on the secondary level. And then I do have a Bobby as well, but he was not sealed yet at the time of taking this picture. So
Hats off. That is an absolutely beautiful display.
thank you.
Yeah.
The fire looks better at a like, you know, if you get up real close and inspect it, you'll, you know, it's not amazing, but it gets the image across. And since there was no smiling purple fire to download, I made it out of cotton balls. So the whole set will be $1,000, including the Huntrix and the Saja boys. Huntrix are full Legions customs. The Saja boys will be just a couple random Marvel Legends with soft goods and stuff, but that's the whole deal. And I'm saving the reveal of those figures for the show itself. So come by table 16 to see them. A couple other things. My Legion of Vox Machina set will be available with a little Dio as well. And I do now have a new base for Scanlan's Magic Hand that lights up. So there'll be a little extra there than what's in this picture. It'll be $800 for the full set of those and the Dio. And for display only, I'm bringing back my Grasslands Isizwe set to show these guys off.
Did you remake the
Unfortunately,
Rhino?
I did. No. So this is my old picture.
Okay.
The Rhino is now an ogre scale white Rhino, but it's got red and white armor again. And the water buffalo, I was pulling these things off the shelf today to pack up, and the water buffalo head had exploded and split open, and resin had poured all over my bookshelf and was melting the Dio it was on.
Look, if you're gonna hollow your prints, you gotta put holes in them and you gotta cure the inside.
It is, and I'm not calling them out because I've had it for years. I painted this like 2 years ago, and I had it for a while before I painted it. So I don't know if something happened in my apartment that just got to it the wrong way or what. And I don't know how long ago it cracked, but it's been, more than a year since I've picked that figure up. So he's gone. So if anyone has that water buffalo head from Planetary Dogs in ogre scale available, please let me know. I would like to buy one to remake him. And then the festival is Fuzzmonk. Try that again. Festival of Fuzzmonks.
You mean nunks?
Even though I spelled it wrong and I didn't correct it after last night.
Actually.
Yeah. He
Yes.
did that so he wouldn't get sued by the horsemen.
Is just a display of all the customized Fuzzmonks that I still have in my collection. If anybody out there that I made.
Yeah.
If anyone has one that they would like that I made and wants to bring it and put it on the display with them, that's cool, but don't bring extra stuff if you can't. There will be the one that Curtis got me from Ange at MesquiCon last year will be there as well, because
me and Eric Miller together.
Sorry, you and Eric Miller
Yeah.
together got me from Ange at MesquiCon last year, because I didn't want to leave him alone on the shelf while all the other Fuzzmonks went off to the convention. So
also, FYI, I'm not sure if you saw him. Dusty and Ange were on another show, and she did customize another Fuzzmonk for this year. So you may want to just stop by there and check it out.
Okay. Anybody out there would be the husband of your what?
I don't know.
It's Uncle Nant.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then I'll have some different characters. I don't have them all selected yet. Just other stuff that I've customized to fill out the shelves on the display.
Beautiful.
Oh, wait, that's next week's show. The end.
That is. All right. We got done through that with really good time, which means it's now a very important part of the show. This year,
come on.
We have been talking to our guest because there was a moment in time in Jesse's life where he went to the movie theater with a few friends, and they saw a movie called Fun with Dick and Jane. And when they were there, the movie theater was pretty much empty with the exception of a couple that was a few rows in front of them, guy and a gal, and what appeared to be the gal's parents there. What we know is that it was Fun with Dick and Jane. The movie hadn't started yet. It wasn't even the previews. It was like the little commercials beforehand. And then, some kind of cheesy romantic music started playing. There was like a beach scene or something like that. And then it said, "Will you marry me?" on the screen. The guy, a few rows ahead, gets down on his knee, starts proposing to this lady, and Jesse starts booing relentlessly. Jesse will not tell us what the full story is until the end of the year, because he says he's tired of talking about the story. But he will tell us at the end of the year. So what we've been doing is asking our guests to tell us what they think happened, what led to Jesse booing this poor couple, and then what impact did that have on them. And then at the end of the year, we're going to see who came the closest. So starting off with Darla Akerman. Darla, what's your story? Why did Jesse boo this poor couple, and what impact did it have on them?
Well, you're assuming that he booed the couple. You see.
Tell your story.
Jesse's too nice to boo anybody. So he was actually talking to his friend and realized that they had gone to Fun with Dick and Jane, which he wasn't expecting. And he was booing to his friend about the movie. And it just happened. The timing was just off. So
it's just an unfortunate situation. Yeah.
That's very unfortunate.
He was just a little too loud. That's all.
Well, did the couple realize that he had made this mistake, or did they think that he was booing them, and what impact did that have on them?
Oh, I don't know if they should have been caught up in their own thing and
minding their own business.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. There you go. That's Darla's story. Is that the right one? We will find out at the end of the year. Next, we're going to go to Brian. Brian, what is your story when it comes to Jesse booing this couple?
I think the dude gets down on one knee, asks her, and she says no. And Jesse, in a moment of solidarity with this man, boos her relentlessly, at which point she realizes the mistake she's made and changes her mind and says yes.
Oh, very nice. Very
Happy
nice.
ending. Happy ending.
Okay. And do you think they're still together today?
With a start like that, that's very questionable.
Okay. All right. Next we have Tonya. Tonya, what is your story? Why did Jesse boo this poor couple, and what impact did it have?
So you guys have all been to the movie theater,
Mhm.
and you guys have all sat there through all of these so many commercials for other things. And I mean, not all of them are commercials for movies that are coming out. Some of them are just commercials for crap. And Jesse looked up and said, "This is another commercial. Boo! Play the stinking movie." He wasn't booing the couple. He was booing what was going on because he thought it was a commercial and he needed to get that over with so that they could play the dang movie.
All right. Well, what did they realize that he was booing the movie, or did they think that he was booing them, and what impact did that have on them?
So I don't know if they realized it or not, but they were probably sad that somebody was booing in the background.
Do you think that broke up their marriage, or is it something it's like a funny story that they tell years and years later? They're like, you wouldn't believe it. It was this whole thing. If it was Fun with Dick and Jane, who proposes at that? And then this guy starts booing us, and they laugh about it.
Yeah, I think they're laughing about it even today.
Well, we're going to try to get them on our show at the end of the year. We're trying to track down that couple, and we will find out what the impact was.
I think that they're still together, and I think that it is a great story to tell to their kids, and gonna be a great story to tell to their grandkids.
I like that ending.
All right. If anybody out there knows a couple that has told you a story about how somebody booed them at Fun with Dick and Jane when they were getting proposed to, let us know. We would love to have them on the show at the end of the year to have them confront Jesse about this, and we'll see. We'll see if we can get that to happen. Jesse.
Can we make the stipulation that it's not just some other couple, that it is the couple from that theater?
I'll take anything really at this point. So
I'm not apologizing to people that I didn't boo.
I love the fact that how many couples could have been booed to at Fun with Dick and Jane while getting
proposing?
Yeah, it's got to be one couple ever.
Think,
so if anybody's heard this story from somebody,
you'd think zero. But the fact that there's one means there's probably at least one more.
Yeah. I think it's interesting how many people have come on this show and given you the benefit of the doubt. I think many of these people must not have seen you at setup, because you can be a jerk at times. And I think that maybe this was just a jerk moment for Jesse, but nobody's telling that story. So we'll see. We'll see at the end of the day.
I will 100% admit to, yes, I can be a jerk.
All right. We'll find out. Was he a jerk during this instance? We'll find out at the end of the year. Yeah. Brian.
How did this story come up in the first place?
Well, let me tell this part. Curtis has been talking for a while. So I told it on Offworld. For some reason, we were telling stories. Curtis told one about a lake and something that happened there.
Yes, I did.
I'm fine telling embarrassing stories about myself. There's no problem with that. But for some reason, it came up a couple times. And then I was just like, I don't want to tell the story again. I'm done telling it. It was like an offhanded comment. And now Curtis has turned it into a thing to flail me with every Sunday night for the past 5 months.
We'll find out. Last show of the year. We'll find out who's the closest. So I believe you had a couple comments out there that you wanted to throw up, Jesse.
I starred one from agree on, that I didn't like the font that was used in the proposal screen and was booing the poor choice of font. That is not true, but it could have. That is a thing I could
Comic
have.
Sans. Yeah, I was going to say Comic Sans.
No, I like Comic Sans. I
Oh,
think it would have been a
Jesse,
bad
come
choice
on.
for a proposal.
Yes.
Depending on the situation, it's fine.
Papyrus. Just papyrus.
Papyrus is also fine. It's one of my favorite fonts, actually.
This comment.
It was in Missouri.
All right. Well, there you go.
Wow.
So yeah, that's it. Anything else? LegionsCon. We're leaving right after this, but it's a few days away for most folks. What? Anything else you guys want to bring up or talk about or promote or anything like that?
Looking forward to seeing everybody
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday at LegionsCon on the 3rd floor, Legions Ladies Live will be going live. We will have Sherry there again, which we are super excited about. Of course, Amber, Stacy, and myself will all three be there, and we will be talking with people who are at the show, and looking forward to hanging out with people and having fun. Yeah, that's going to be. I know that we're not going to intern this year, so for me, that's like the kickoff, the start of LegionsCon for me this year.
Well, I did want to bring this up real quick for anybody that missed the 5-hour relentless off-world on Friday. We went through the best places to be at LegionsCon, and the winner at the end of all of it, once it was said and done, was the live Shooting the Shelf show at LegionsCon to end the con, where we talked to everybody about their experiences and what their favorite moments were of the week. We going into the finals, before we made it to the finals, we beat G-Con. So Shooting the Shelf beat G-Con, and then we went up against PGG Live, and we beat PGG Live to take it all. I made an argument on the G-Con one that like G-Con is about like the stuff that you can get, whereas the Shooting the Shelf is about the experiences that we had and what's more important to you, stuff or experiences. I was really playing on people's heartstrings, and these fools, they fell for it. And so we made it past G-Con. And then after that, it was just like when it was us versus PGG, people don't want to admit that they're into PGG. So, it's kind of a guilty pleasure thing. So people don't want to admit it on screen. And so I knew we had it in the bag at that point. So, Jesse, you had.
I would say that it got voted the highest because there's like no stipulation or prerequisite for it. Like it's not in a smaller room, which is not the fault of the shows that are in the upstairs room. They can only legally fit so many people in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
G-Con, if you're not there or you're traveling, it's the one everybody's already there. So it's kind of like, we're kind of like the end credit scene at a Marvel movie, where everybody just kind of like waits and like, is this going to be any good or not? We're already here. Might as well just stay.
And we do get the tease from Jeremy at the end too. So we get to hear everybody's stories, and then we get the Jeremy tease. So
yes.
I was happy to see that it came out on top. I don't know that I agree with it. I think the lobby and the fire pit and the pub, there's some other things that I'd rather be, but I'm glad it did come out. So for anybody that did not make it to Offworld and has not been to a LegionsCon before, do not miss the Shooting the Shelf live on Sunday. It is definitely an experience, and we will be pulling people up to ask them about their week. So you might get on the show, especially if you're wearing one of the new Shooting the Shelf shirts. We will absolutely, there you go. We'll absolutely try to get you up on the stage. So those are okay. If you're wearing a Elder shirt, we may get you up on stage. If you're wearing
this one's one of a kind.
Well, so
if you're wearing an Art by Akerman shirt, your chances are even.
You're
smaller.
not getting it up at all. Yeah. Also, breaking news. Jordan says, "Hey Darla, we can't wait to see you. So we'll see you tomorrow night." They were going to come in Tuesday. Now they're coming in on Monday to see you. What do you
It'll
think?
be fun.
It will be fun. We will see them tomorrow night.
Awesome.
So
And looks like G is preparing to entertain Anakin Skywalker. I don't know.
okay. Very nice.
Right, younglings?
And, yeah, make sure to
Yeah.
go to G's on Monday. Everybody's invited to the Echevarria compound to watch Three Amigos. So
Why not, Trevor? Sure.
yeah,
If that's how you want to spend your LegionsCon moment on Shooting the Shelf, is
yeah,
telling that
absolutely. We
story.
will bring you on stage at LegionsCon so you can tell your Jesse booing the proposal story, Trevor, for sure. Awesome.
It's going to be about a wizard going into a small room and not using any AoE spells.
Shit. That stung. That cut to the core. Also, so on that note, for any of you 3 people that actually listened or watched to Legion's Quest when we were doing the D&D campaign, on Sunday at LegionsCon, we will be doing one of the RPG sessions with our group. It'll be the first time that we've ever played together in person, and it'll also be the first time that people can see our mythic RPG characters that we created for our testing that we've been doing. So if that interests you, 3:00 on Sunday, we will be doing that. So,
And the customizing studio event on
or 1:00,
Friday.
1:00. Sorry.
Yeah, 1:00.
Yeah, 1:00. Sorry, Tanya, go ahead.
That's okay. Customizing studio event on Friday. After
Yep.
GCon.
6:30. I think 6:30 to 8:30.
Yep.
So, yep. Paint-a-Palooza.
Paint-a-Palooza.
Where you can get a free head from Dirk that'll go with one of the armory figures. So it's a gladiator.
Is it a Palooza head?
It's a Dirk Paint-a-Palooza armory figure type head that you will get for
What's a
free if you
Palooza?
get into the event. So space is limited.
Paint-a-Palooza.
Mhm.
Yeah, what's a Palooza?
I don't know.
Got nothing.
I don't know.
So I know. Well, I got to know what a Palooza is if I'm going to paint it.
You'd have to ask Dirk. I don't know. But he's really busy right now.
Maybe
He's
a
taking over
woodland
the world.
creature.
So, yeah. Anyway, after this, we're going to hit the road. I'm going to be listening to Latin Legion, so check those guys out today. And then later on tonight, I will be checking out Warhammer After Dark with our good friends Wraith Mace, Blake, Recon Rage, Carlos Espino of Badass Reviews, and apparently Emil Wickman dialing in from Michigan. So there you go. Yeah.
I'm going to get back to work on my customs.
I'm gonna get to work.
I've been doing that too.
Buy us some time there for a second, Jesse.
So next Sunday night from the lobby, we already talked about it, but here's the logo thing. Is that enough time?
Nope.
Or are you still LegionsCon? I did catch this in time to upload it for the show correctly. I did have 2026 because friggin' Richard Jones with his like 8 different years of LegionsCon quiz questions yesterday that were none of them accurate to the year they were related to. Are you done?
No. Keep going.
So that's a thing. Meg's saying 3-ish days. Yes. El Spooky Zorro, Rob saying Palooza is a suffix used to describe a large, exciting, or unusual event, party, or festival. Well, I don't have time to paint a whole Palooza.
All right, I'm ready now. So for anybody that has ever wondered why Tomas and Emil fly into Michigan and then drive 13 to 14 hours to New Jersey, seems weird. Especially the one year they actually landed in New Jersey, got on another plane to go to Michigan just to drive back to New Jersey. Seems weird. But this is apparently why. So there you go.
Wow. That's in my brain now.
Try to unsee that.
You can't unsee that.
I can't wait to see what this inspires Brian to create next.
Nope. Nope.
I believe the word is therapy.
So yeah, and that comment says it all. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Well, Tanya, Brian, Darla, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We're going to
Thank
put
you
you
for having
backstage. I'm going to put you over there. And we're going to close out the show. And
That's
Why
your
don't we just
wife,
close out the
sir.
show?
guys.
We don't need to put him backstage.
we will
can
see
just
you
close out
guys
the-
in just a few days. So I'll see you in just a little bit.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
See ya. Jesse, that is a show. Pretty
It
soon.
is.
We're going to be seeing each other, be hanging out,
Yes.
having fun.
I'm
I'll avoid you during setup, though.
my retina. You just don't hand me anything I'm supposed to be gentle with during setup. Stop. All right.
I had to see it today, and so everybody else has to see it. Like,
Yeah, but you don't have to bring it up again.
I just want to make sure it's burned into your memory.
It's burned in as if I'd been staring at halogen lights for the past 6 hours.
Oh, shoot.
Setup Jesse is much better than he was 2 years ago when the whole Setup Jesse nightmare story started.
Yeah. And for anybody worried about Jesse this year, don't worry. It's an odd number year, and nothing bad happens to Jesse in an odd number year. It's only the even number years. So he'll be fine. Right, Jesse?
Yep.
There you go. So next week, live in the hallway, we'll be using the Euro Legions. They're going to let us borrow their equipment again, like they did last year, and we'll have a fun show. So
And maybe as long as they don't listen to this show and hear what I said at the end.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's true. And if they remember who I am, since they didn't even mention me during the show.
Yeah. Well, until next week, folks, you get to, many of you that are there in person will get a chance to be on the shelf. But until then,
El Guapo.
no. No!